Welcome back to The Reset. I am Sean Tucker, human performance scientist and authority architect. We are here in the living lab documenting the science, the struggle, and the shift for every high-performance dad and founder who is ready to bridge their gap between their ambition and their presence. You don't need more discipline. You need more safety. Wow. This is so potent if you understand it. For years, I've been fighting myself, trying to create more discipline, more effort and discipline into getting myself to become the perfect version of myself. But all I needed was more safety. Because safety creates flow. Force creates discipline. Safety creates flow. How cool is that? And look, if you get value out of today's episode, please scroll down into the show notes and please give us a review and a rating on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. It helps reach the right man at the right time. So let's get into it. You don't need more discipline, you need more safety. And it's time to understand what that means. There is a big gap between holistic theory and holistic practitioners, and let's say, quote unquote, woo-woo medicine versus practicality and actually being able to integrate that into your life. There's kind of two opposing forces. Someone who doesn't believe in it at all, and then there's the other side, which kind of do fully believe in it, and they don't understand why the other group doesn't. But then there is this bridge between the two. And that is the science of understanding how this all works. Understanding quantum physics. Understanding how your physiology changes based on your state. Your emotional state dictates how you are. And that changes how you are in your physiology as well. So, pretty simple, but also really nuanced. So, look, safety itself just means that your body is in harmony. Your mind is in harmony. Oftentimes we try and control the mind. The mind, or let's say the mind wants control. If we let the mind have control, we will basically let it run the show, right? Which is what control means. But if you're running purely on your insecurities and purely on the things that have caused you discomfort and really turmoil in your life, you're going to live a life that's only half lived. Because you're not the mind, and the mind isn't you. It is your memory. It's the accumulation of who you think you are. Without getting too deep into that, understanding how safety works for the mind and the body, because safety is actually in your physiology. It's in your body. It's in your nervous system. It's the kind of bridge between your mind and your body. And if you don't have safety, you're going to try and force discipline on yourself. And what will end up happening is you'll get tired. You get even more tired, and to the point where you'll actually just crush yourself. Because you'll start judging yourself. You'll start comparing yourself to when you were more disciplined. And you'll wonder why you can't do it anymore. It's not because you're not good at being hard on yourself. I'm very sure that you're very good at being hard on yourself. In fact, you're probably too good at being hard on yourself, which is part of the problem. The gap here is understanding that safety is the thing that causes flow. And when discipline comes from a place of flow, when things come from a place of ease and flow, everything is there in there. It's abundance. There's love. There's generosity. There's just an overflow of energy. And I know it sounds pretty cliche, but anyone can do it. Anyone can be there at any one moment. Understanding how the breath fits in there because the breath is a tool to understand how you are in your state. Because if you're frightened, if you're fearful, have you ever tried to convince someone when they're scared that they're not scared? It's impossible. So what do? You try and get them into their body and try and allow them to feel safe in their body. Touch. Get them involved with the senses. Smell. Can you smell that? Taste. Give them something that soothes them and comforts them down. The more you involve the five senses, vision, do you notice all that amazing stuff out there? You're probably a dad listening to this show or watching it right now. When your kid is throwing a tantrum, or when your kid is really upset and doesn't really know how to feel safe, because that's often why they get scared, they throw tantrums, they're really acting out of this place of chaos. The only thing you can do is be present with that kid and really involve them. Involve yourself with them. Create safety for yourself, and it will have a domino effect on them. So what I mean by that, notice your breathing. Are you panicking? Are you reacting to what the child is reacting to? It's the same with your team. If you have a team of people, of staff, it's the same with your partner. Children are just a really good example because they're pretty dependent on us. And the more you understand this, the more you embody it, the less you'll have to be conscious about actually doing it, because it'll just come as a natural consequence. So use your breath. Notice your breathing pattern. Is it just in the chest? These are really simple. But also, do you feel your hands? Can you squeeze your hands? Open up. Can you tap your body? All of these things have scientific merit because they're involving the five senses. If you didn't have the five senses, you wouldn't be aware that you're in a body. You might have an awareness, but you wouldn't be involved in the body at all. So allow yourself to experience the body in its fullness. Experience the sensations. The five senses are the sensations, right? So touch, taste, smell, vision. So what you see. And the last one, what can you hear? Can you hear that? It sounds really peaceful. Sometimes too much quiet is also overwhelming. So that's really it. How can you learn to become more rested instead of more tense, more tight, more tension, more worry? Become more present. Only when you're present can you create safety. You create it in yourself, you create it in your kids and the environment that you're in. You start responding to the environment starts responding to you. And that's it. So if you found value in this episode, once again, give the show a rating. Go into the show notes, click Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Please give us a rating. Thanks so much. And if you've also received value, recommend it to one person. I'm sure you have one person who could get benefit from this show as well. That brings us to the end of the episode. So you want to stop being a passenger in your own life and start being the architect of your legacy. Make sure you scroll down to the bottom of the show notes as well and click the 7-day reset. This is a 7-day nervous system reset that is designed to help you rebuild the man from within, from the ground up. Because remember, most people wait for their life to change. We are the ones architecting our choices. Change your state, choose how you show up. I am Sean Tucker. I will see you in the next one.